What is up, everyone? I just thought I would do a little update on everything that has been happening because I feel like my life has been so crazy the last 6 months. So obviously we've got back from Thailand, had the first FMG Thailand show in Bangkok, which I was obviously the director of. My first time ever running a bodybuilding show, and it was absolutely, honestly, the best experience ever. Although I was 6 weeks out from Worlds, just everything from when we landed into Bangkok, the host hotel was absolutely divine. The service, the staff, the rooms, the pool, everything was just so perfect. It was in such a good location. Everyone had a gym close by. We had saunas at the hotel. We had the most amazing coffee shop across the road. Like everything was just so central to shops and just in like the heart of Bangkok. So host hotel was like amazing. We obviously had our media night and registration night at the host hotel, which was the Bliston Residence. If anyone is looking for a really convenient hotel, that is definitely a go-to in Bangkok. Our media night was just absolutely stunning. The setup was amazing. The crew at the Bliston just like helped with absolutely everything. I appreciate them so much, but it was just like this smooth sailing process pretty much the whole time we were there. And then obviously we had tanning at the host hotel as well, which was amazing. Fusion were perfect. And then obviously show day come the Saturday, we had it at the Siam Park Ganesh. I hope I say that right. I feel like I always say it wrong. And it was just, yeah, perfect. The stage, the lighting was absolutely divine. It just made all the tans. The stage videos are coming out and they're just perfect. But everything was just it was so amazing. It was so amazing. Honestly, we had the best group of athletes competing in Bangkok. It was just such this like family vibe. Everyone just like connected and hung out, and backstage was a vibe. Everyone was dancing and pumping up together, and it was just so beautiful. So beautiful. And then obviously I had the best stage crew to date. Like honestly, they just all worked well together, and it just was so peaceful and so calm. Obviously my right hand man Dan, he literally has the most calmest personality and just made everything so smooth from obviously all our athletes running on stage. It was just perfect and flawless and calm. And then obviously the team backstage was just on it. You know, they were, hyping and again, so calm, and it was also peaceful, but it was just well organized. And obviously the layout of our backstage was just perfect. But yeah, it was, the show for me was for the athletes more than anything. And that's what made it so special to me, is because, I've been there 32 times. So I, know what it's like, and I know what they need. And if they needed anything, we just accommodated and did it. At the end of the day, if I don't have them, if I don't have my athletes, I don't have a show. So they are my first most priority, especially, with organizing everything that they need, and just making sure that it is 100%, accessible and calm. Everything needs to be so calm. But yeah, the backstage crew obviously did that, and they made that all so successful. And I had a PA there, Nui, who helped communicate with all the Thai people, which was amazing, and appreciate her so much. Definitely could not have done it so successful without her. So she was a massive help, and obviously having Pauline, Ari, and Jessie there for this first show was absolutely amazing as well. And then obviously, I just wanted to say a huge thank to all our sponsors. I know I have done a post for you guys already, but I appreciate you all so much for supporting us in 2025. We are taking on sponsors for 2026. So sponsor books are open. Like I said, we are over a year out from our next show. So this will be a long sponsorship. So anybody knows anyone that wants to sponsor Thailand 2026, send me a message. And let's chat. It's going to be exciting, new things. And then obviously post-comp, I flew home. I had a 6-hour trip to pick up Mr. Zeppelin, which was amazing because I hadn't actually stopped since comp. So it was good to kind of get in that car and just drive and decompress and breathe and just like take it all in. And I feel like still now I'm just taking so much of it in, and I think it's because like the stage videos and photos are all coming out and everyone's just like so over the moon, and it's been very overwhelming with the amount of like love and support we've had, especially post show. So that happened. It was amazing. Definitely keen for 2026. We've got some new things coming for 2026, so I'm really excited to share that all with you once we secure. But I think we're like 59 weeks out. So if that's something, that's something. So yeah, obviously, running a show for the first time while in prep, being 6 weeks out was definitely challenging. Although I was just like running on adrenaline the whole time. I was like in this fight and flight. My body was just responding extremely well. And then obviously coming back from Bangkok, I was able to like relax, which was weird for me because I hadn't done it in such a long time. So yeah, obviously coming back from Bangkok, I pretty much just dived head into prep and back into the team. Obviously we had three girls compete in Bangkok. We had Britt, Kasha and Trudy, and they all did amazing. They all came away with placings. Kasha came home with a new crown in a new category, bikini athletic 35, so that was amazing. So yeah, the team is doing really well. We've obviously got girls going into New Zealand, we've got girls going into Worlds, we've got girls going into Bali. So everything is just like full steam ahead with the comp prep side of the team. Lifestyle side of my team is just blossoming, especially here in Adelaide, obviously this being my new home base. The team here is just growing dramatically lifestyle wise, which I absolutely adore all my lifestyle clients, male and female. For anyone that does not know that, the male side of Team Asha is definitely growing, which I'm so blessed about because it's definitely something I don't promote. But yeah, obviously just diving head into the team and prep. It's just kind of been like full steam ahead. So we're currently just under 5 weeks out from Worlds now. So it's getting to that final crunch of things. But this week has really just been like getting back into routine more than anything. Finding my new routine more than anything, because I feel like I just have been running on that adrenaline and just doing what I can at any pace. The last 3 months. So this last final stretch, it's just really going to be solely based on routine, structure, consistency, and just really making sure I'm ticking every single box that I need to tick to make sure I'm getting those 1%ers. So in saying that, Bocky is really happy with where I'm sitting. We're not concerned at all, which is amazing. Obviously we are pretty much just in like a recovery phase post Bangkok. While I was in Bangkok leading into show day, I think it was 4 days repletes. So just carb loading, refueling the body. And then obviously had a lower day on show day because I knew that day Asha was definitely not going to have time to eat, which she didn't. But we did what we could. I pretty much only just had 3 meals that day. So it worked out really well, obviously having those carb days prior. So just, yeah, kind of in like a recovery phase at the moment. And then we start into a deep dive, deep dive leading in, and then probably some more repletes. And then peak week is going to be here like crazy. So yeah, in terms of obviously like prep's going really good. I have no complaints at all. Obviously, I did have some injuries leading in. They have all been subsided and recovered, which has been amazing. Obviously, I've got an amazing physio here, Anthony Hawke, who has just been an absolute godsend to my physique. Obviously, seeing muscle health massage Yuri once a week now leading into show. So I'm just making sure that the body is definitely aligned, and yeah, I am just doing all those 1%ers that I possibly can. My biggest fear is standing on stage knowing that I could have done more. So I want to make sure I stand up there and I have given it my 100%. And that's like anything that I do. You know, I wanted to make sure I gave, you know, Bangkok everything that I possibly could. And it was just such a huge success. So yeah, steering that focus and tipping the scale back to, yeah, prep. Obviously still seeing Lars every single week, which is, again, he's just another blessing in my life. And I'm so grateful for him and the opportunities that he's given me. Mentally, he just keeps everything so in check and balanced. And honestly, although I've been prepping for nearly 20 weeks already, it's been my longest prep, but it has been the best prep to date that I have ever done. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, everything has just been so aligned, and I've kept it so aligned. Obviously, like, we have days where, you know, things are hard. It's definitely hard. Like, there are days where I'm like, am I crazy for doing this to myself again? You know, we always have those self-doubts and we put that pressure on ourselves, and that's definitely something that, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, who you are or what you do, or, you know, or what level you're currently sitting at. We all have those pressure points that we max and hit, and we start to self-doubt and self-sabotage. But having Lars, he really stops me from building that capacity up to the point where it is self-sabotage. So I'm able to capture those moments really, really quickly, and steer my focus and understand why those moments are happening more than anything. So yeah, in terms of like mentally, although it has been so hard, I don't think I've ever dived this deep into a prep so quickly and been so conditioned so far out. Yeah, it's definitely been like the hardest prep that I've done, but mentally, because I have felt so aligned in every aspect, I'm able to, yeah, keep that progression going without any major hurdles. One thing that we did discuss on our last call was how well I'm able to jump out of bad situations mentally now, and capture moments and stand above them more than anything. Things that don't make me feel good, I find it easier now to flush away those negatives, and steer my focus back into positives. And it's something that I posted, it would have been a while ago, saying, you know, you can have, you know, a bad moment or a bad day. It's really up to us, and it's, you know, in our control to whether we want that to be a moment or we want it to be a day or a week, or months. Some people, you know, they sit on feelings and emotions for, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks, without trying to detox them. So it's, yeah, really grabbing onto that moment and working out what it is, and then flushing it completely away, and moving on with the day. And that's something that I've definitely been able to do a lot better since seeing Lars. So grateful, like, honestly blessed. So in saying that, yeah, everything's going really, really well. Yeah, just super positive. Obviously, figure in FMG is going to be a very small lineup this year, which, you know, figure is in. It's a small category. Girls, come and do figure. So it is going to be a small lineup, but yeah, I'm really excited to step on the Australian stage again. It's been since 2017 was the last time I was able to compete in Australia. So I'm super excited just to stand on home ground and compete. I've got my family, my friends, my nieces and nephews are all coming to this show, and it is just so home to be able to like stand up on that stage and see my dad in the crowd and see my nieces and nephews and my mum and my sisters. It's just going to be, yeah, so incredible. Obviously, I had my mum and my little sister come to Worlds in 2023, and just me and my presence on stage, like seeing them, just made everything so much better. And I was able to bring me out because I was able to connect with them and have them in the crowd. So I'm really excited to have, yeah, I think it's going to be really emotional, like seeing my dad in the crowd, because obviously he hasn't seen me compete. I reckon it's been since like maybe 2015. So 10 years. So yeah, I feel like that's going to be quite emotional, but I'm so excited to have everyone there and have that support crew around me this year. But yeah, other than that, like training's good. I'm doing bare minimum cardio, pretty much just step count this week, especially being back from Bangkok. So all cardio has been removed. Not that I was really doing anything prior to that anyway. I was just doing 15 minutes on the cross trainer whenever I could. And my step count sitting at 10, which is a lot for me because I sit at this desk all day long, and some days I'm lucky to get 500 steps, especially on rest days. So 10,000 is a huge surplus for me. Like it's a lot. It's really hard. But I did buy myself a walking pad and it is great. Highly recommend it if you haven't got one. I got mine from Temple and Webster. Perfect. Zeppelin is doing better. Obviously, a lot of you are his #1 fans. Obviously, coming back from Bangkok, he has a slight leg issue. Can't walk on his leg. But we're taking some steps to take him off his anti-inflammatories because I don't like giving them to him because, yeah, it's just they're not helping. So he's currently taking more supplements than me at the moment. He's on collagen, fish oil, hemp oil. I've got raw eggs, raw mince, veggie stock, bone broth, everything going into this concoction for Zeppelin. And I appreciate every single one of you that have sent me tips on different anti-inflammatory methods that you've used with your dogs, especially with like arthritis or whatever it is that's going on. But he's doing well. He's good. He's happy. Like he's not in pain. He's just old. He turns 14 next month. It's crazy. So crazy. But I'm going to be very sad because he's not going to be there in Gold Coast because obviously we live in Adelaide now. So he's going to miss this one. But it's been nice to pretty much do this whole prep with him rather than having to travel, 3 weeks out. So yeah, other than that, like I think that's really it. It's just been such a successful start of the year with everything, prep, Bangkok, the team, everyone is just like flowing and doing their thing, and it's been so positive and so embracing, and I just freaking love life right now. Everyone is healthy and happy and just doing their thing. And I'm feeling extremely blessed and extremely humble to have the support that I have right now in this present moment. And I'm just super grateful for the place that I'm in. But I'm excited to see everyone in Worlds. 13th of September, Gold Coast at the Star Casino. It is going to be epic. Make sure you get your tickets because they are selling out extremely fast. So I cannot stress that enough. You can jump onto the FMG International website and go to the Worlds show, and you can get your tickets through there. But I cannot stress you enough, it is going to be a sellout. The athletes that we have coming into this show is just phenomenal. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a sellout show. I wouldn't be surprised if the VIP tickets have gone already. But other than that, I don't really think I have too much more to touch on. Yeah. my nieces, Maddie and Darcy. Shout out to you guys. I love you very much and appreciate you for being my #1 supporters out there on YouTube. So here's this video just for you, and I will see you guys very, very soon. But other than that, that's all for me. I will keep you guys a little bit more in the loop leading in if anything changes. I'm really just, trying to preserve my energy and take a step back from social media more than anything. This prep, I've just really been keeping it really close to my heart, which I know for you guys, it's really hard because everyone just wants to see and watch and everything that's going on. But it's been really important to me personally, this prep, because I have showed every step of my preps in the past. I just needed to keep this one a little bit closer to my heart. And it has been such a blessing doing that. So obviously I have been taking all the content and I'm going to obviously start piecing things together and start sharing some stuff for you guys. But yeah, just have been detoxing off social media personally myself and just been focusing on business more than anything on there. Running the 3 Instagram pages plus Mrs. Zeppelin's 4 is quite a lot, and I've just really taken a step back for myself. So I will obviously make sure I do try and keep you guys up to date with what's going on. But I just thought it was easier doing a YouTube video for this because it is now 18 minutes and 42 seconds long for you all you guys. So I will just try and have these deep conversations. So if there's anything that you want to know, drop a comment below and we can chat about it in the next video. Otherwise, I'll just keep you up to date with how prep's going. And if you want to see any training videos, you can jump onto the Blackbird official YouTube, and we are doing weekly vlog updates with training and whatnot on there as well, so you guys can see that as well. But coming to you from I am Asha, stay tuned for the next one.